Is now the time to buy Google? Are we at the bottom of this Google sell-off, whatever, lack of performance versus some of the other magnificent stocks, 7 stocks? And I gotta believe, not yet, but we're getting close. In my opinion, soon we will see a resignation of the CEO, Sundar Pichai, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. And the reason is because he's allowed Google to basically go off the deep end. It is bought in heavily to the whole politically correct woke movement, and now they are losing ground because of their quick to market Gemini product, which is faulty. I mean, when you have a picture creating AI product that represents Nazi soldiers as Black, Asian, and Hispanic versus what they really were, it's sort of screwed up, if you ask me. Google has been controlling what you and I see. They have been ignoring what is their true business, which is 50 billion a quarter from search with high margins and a dominant, TAM of search. Nobody else competes with that. But they've gotten off track. They've gone in different directions. They have allowed the inmates to run the asylum, and it's all under the existing CEO. If I remember right, Schmidt, CEO, the ex-CEO years ago, this didn't happen. Google was a machine. Now today it's all about your feelings. It's all about what is good for everybody. Well, let's get to this real quick. Humankind has been fighting and battling each other for years. Thousands of years. Humankind, man in particular, has been at war in some form or fashion. The idea we're all going to get along and we're all going to accept each other, it hasn't happened. So let's just move on. Do what we can, be kind, be polite, and understand I don't agree with you and you don't agree with me on subjects or certain things. But to be in a place where you have to always be accommodating and inclusive and ignore what you need as a company and what your business truly is asinine. And I believe Google is now paying the price for these decisions. I don't use Google as much for search as I've done in the past, but rather I'm using other sources. Now, ChatGPT 4 may be a kind, inclusive product, but I think I'm getting better and clearer results from them for the time being until they go off track and not focus on what historically and truly what things are, which it could happen. But Google has fallen off track, and this could be an opportunity for us as investors to get in at lower, cheaper prices, and as they come to the reality that they screwed up and they rectify that, then there's a good chance we will see Google do what Meta did when they were on the virtual reality metaverse spending spree and the stock tanked, but now is up 5 times what it was when it bottomed out. I mean, you should have bought Meta back then, not now. And I think Google is entering the same period, same environment where they've bought into something because they allowed people who had a different agenda than what the company's product and service offering was, and it's now biting them in the butt. It's coming out in a major fumble with Gemini. It's coming out with publicly videos about crying because Trump got elected years ago. I mean, that's just stupid. If you're a company and provide services, I understand you have to have values and structure and this, that, and the other. And you should be kind and you should be good-hearted. But when you will go to a whole nother extreme, like we've seen with Google, then that starts to get in the way of what the business was all about. Google started out as a search engine. It's $50 billion a quarter in revenue. It is their highest profit area. They are not a company of societal change and good for mankind product. They are a search engine. Be a search engine, Google. Be a company that you were, and increase your margins, increase your capacity, adapt to AI and apply it to search, and you will make more money, and your shareholders will too, and support you. But right now, you're off track. Get on track.